Shark Matrix Robot Vacuum promises whole home, edge-to-edge coverage with matrix clean patterning, strong suction, smart mapping, and weeks of hands-off cleaning thanks to a self-empty base. Either we've reached the golden age of set-it-and-forget-it floor care, or it's another pricey puck that bullies your baseboards and misses the messy stuff. On paper, you get overlapping grid passes, up to around 120 minutes of runtime, an optional self-empty base that can hold up to 60 days of debris, HEPA-level filtration, and app-based mapping with no-go zones. Sounds criminally generous, right? But here's the thing, paper specs rarely survive contact with pet hair, rugs, and reality. I ran this in a dog-and-kid household, stress-tested it with sand, cereal, and long hair, and took notes for 3 weeks. I've put the direct link to check current pricing in the description, but before you click anything, let me show you what I discovered after 3 weeks of testing. Here's what Shark says the Matrix will do for you. Deep coverage via Matrix Clean, overlapping grid passes that reduce missed spots. Strong suction on hard floors and carpets. Self-empty base that can hold weeks of debris with HEPA-level filtration. Smart mapping with room control and no-go zones in the app. Pretty bold claims. Sounds effortless, right? But here's where things get interesting. Reality check. They claim Matrix Clean eliminates random chaos. What you actually get is a more deliberate pattern that does overlap, but it's not magic. In open areas, coverage is excellent. Around chair legs and under low coffee tables, it can still leave a breadcrumb halo. Evidence. In my flour on hardwood test, it picked up about 92% in the open but left light dust traces around tight table clusters until the second run. That's better than random bounce spots, but not perfection. They claim powerful suction that rivals a manual vacuum. Let's be real, no robot at this price rivals a good upright for deep carpet agitation. On hard floors, the Matrix was a beast with rice, cereal, and pet hair. On medium pile rugs, it grabbed most debris but struggled with embedded sand. Evidence, after a full pass, a follow-up pass with a corded vac still pulled out fine grit. Normal, not a deal breaker, just physics. They claim up to 60 days between empties. Here's where it gets mathematically impossible for some homes. If you have 2 shedding pets and high traffic, that base fills faster. The good news. Shark's base is bagless on many Matrix configurations, so you skip buying bags. The trade-off, you'll be emptying a dustbin instead of replacing a bag, which can puff a little cloud if you rush it. In my house, with 1 dog, I averaged about 30 to 40 days before wanting to dump the base to keep airflow optimal. They claim smart mapping and precision control. Reality, mapping is solid after the first 2 runs. The app let me split and name rooms, set no-go zones, and schedule. It did a reliable recharge and resume for a 1800 SQ-FT main floor. The plot twist. The Matrix Clean overlap means it covers the same area multiple times, so that 120-minute battery doesn't equal 120 minutes of new territory. If your floor is 2000 SQ-FT, expect a recharge cycle. That's fine, but the math means same-day whole home cleaning might be a 2-part act. They imply obstacle competence. The truth? This is not a J7-level cord dodger. It avoids chair legs and big objects, but thin cords and dark socks, it can nibble those. Evidence, it tried to eat a lightning cable once, then politely shut off. Set no-go zones around cable nests and you're good, but don't expect miracle object recognition unless you step up to more expensive AI models. Here's what nobody tells you. Shark's brush roll design resists hair wrap better than many competitors. Long hair collects at the ends but doesn't choke the roll as quickly. That's a quiet win. Suction and cleaning pattern. In daily runs, debris pickup on hardwood was excellent and consistent, with fewer snowplow moments than some Roombas because the intake is low and the side brush doesn't fling as wildly. On area rugs, the Matrix ramps suction, but without a heavy-duty brush bar, deeply embedded sand remains the Achilles heel. The Matrix Clean Grid Pass does reduce mist strips, but it also increases total runtime. If you want fast single-pass cleans, switch off intensive mode, self-empty base, and filtration. The bagless base is a value play, no recurring bag cost, and the canister is roomy. The flip side is you should empty it outdoors if you're dust sensitive. Filtration is legit. Fine dust stayed trapped, and I didn't smell that musty exhaust some cheap bases have. Noise-wise, the self-empty cycle is loud for 8 to 12 seconds, then it's over. The robot itself sits around a vacuumy 60 to 70 dB, normal for the class. App mapping and reliability. The app is clean with reliable room targeting and no-go zones. Mapping took 2 full runs to stabilize. After that, paths were efficient. It will occasionally nudge chair legs rather than elegantly path around them, but it doesn't pinball. Connectivity was stable on 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi. One quirk: if you move the base to another room, give it a fresh mapping pass or it can act confused for a cycle. Edge cleaning and corners. This is where marketing rarely lingers. The side brush can chase debris from edges, but tight inside corners still need a handheld now and then. That's true of nearly every round robot. What the marketing doesn't mention: model name confusion, Matrix, Matrix Plus with or without self-empty. Amazon listings mix variants. That's not switching, that's expensive confusion. Double-check the exact SKU for self-empty and mapping features. Obstacle avoidance is basic. If cords and pet toys litter your floors daily, consider a higher-end object avoidance model. Runtime versus coverage. Matrix clean overlap means more thoroughness, but it costs battery time. Larger homes will see recharge cycles. Verdict: buy with caution and you might be pleasantly surprised. Pros: strong hard floor pickup, respectable on medium rugs. Matrix clean reduces mist strips. Bagless self-empty base saves on ongoing costs, mapping and no-go zones that actually work, and value pricing that often undercuts Roomba with similar features. Cons: basic obstacle handling, average edge and corner cleaning, louder self-empty burst, and deep carpet cleaning that still trails an upright. If you find it in the mid-300s to low 500s depending on configuration, it's a solid value. If it creeps higher, compare against Roborock Q7 Max Plus or Roomba J7 Plus for smarter obstacle handling. For most busy homes with pets and kids, set expectations right and it's a dependable daily crumb hunter. Stay savvy out there. Thanks for watching. If this review saved you from wasting money or helped you find something actually worth buying, I've put the link to check current pricing and read more reviews in the description. And hey, if you do decide to buy through my link, it helps fund these investigations without costing you extra. Got questions about your floor type, rugs, or pet hair level? Drop them in the comments and I'll answer. Next up, I'm stress testing a budget robot mop to see if it's genius or tech roulette. Subscribe so you don't miss it. See you in the next one.